So hey there guys, I've just watched episode 3 of Vinland Saga. The reaction is in the description, go watch it and go back here if you want to listen to the discussion. And my god, and discussion starts right now. And my god, this damn cliffhanger. This is Studio Wheat alright, yeah we know them. With their stupid ass cliffhangers. I mean, let's start from the beginning. So we start with the dialogue continuing between Askeladd and Floki. But yeah, you kill the man, you have 5 gold coins, and you also take the boats, take all the goods and stuff and stuff and stuff. And Askeladd asked about why do you guys want him dead? This literal like legendary dude, one of your kind, basically. And he explains that he used get him those words. He used like few words and explained that well he was very disrespectful towards us, towards our codex, and he ran away from the battlefield. And yeah, there were bounties issued for his head. But I mean, if there were bounties issued for his head, probably he would already be fighting people who wants him dead. And no matter where he lives, Norway or Iceland. And Askeladd understood later on. I mean, at least he said later on that seems like bullshit. He probably don't want to fight him and don't want to try to kill him because he's afraid. He's literally afraid of men killing his half of his squad because those guys, those Jurgen Berging, people, Jurgen Viking something something, super strong fighters basically. There are very few of them, so he doesn't want to lose them, and I suppose he was sitting with the man one on one in the same room, and as far as I remember, he had a blade, his sword with him, Floki. I don't remember about Thor's having it, but at least yeah. So he was there. He could have tried to kill him if it was his mission, but no, he decided to not do that. He decided to lure the man, to give money to another man so he and his goons will kill him. So, I mean, I'm not sure. I don't know why exactly. What's the reason he wants? What's why? I don't understand why exactly he wants that. Uh, but yeah, unfortunately, he wants that. So Askeladd says like, "Alrighty, gonna kill your mighty Thors. Give us 5 gold coins more, in advance, and we're good." And Flock is sitting like with his face of like that, says something evil, like, "Are you sure you can speak with me like that?" And random spear thrown, oh, Bozu, sorry, boss, my bad. And you're like, almost got me. And I'm like, ooh, that was cool. That was cool because he understood what's up. The guy, with the spear, he threw the spear very accurately, and that was basically to showcase. So your face could have been smashed by the thing. But no, it was actually to kill a man hidden behind the curtain. And that was even more badass than I initially thought it was. So, god damn it. I don't know who's responsible for knowing that the man was there, but that was badass. And I mean, this guy Askeladd, as I've said, he kind of gives Kenny vibes. Some guy that probably gonna do something bad, and this is coming. but the charisma is there, And as I've said, their squad is looking like soldiers of fortune, these guys. Um, and yes, he throws the spear. The man, Floki, is almost shite himself, like, what, nani, and he's super shocked. And I mean, yeah, they have a deal. And he said, like, you guys uh, doesn't seem so bad now. And as far as I understand, where are they, though? They killed some Christian men in there. Man, that was a badass scene. Are they in the same place when they got attacked in the end? It's pretty noticeable, by the way. If I rewatch it, it's noticeable that there's something behind the curtain, because it's like moved towards the body. And the guy is like joking, like, sumimasen, yada yada. It's probably the same place. I know. I mean, they said in the previous episode where is that happening, the exact place. Maybe it was it, but I mean, since all the names is like Joran Blongenburging, it's impossible to remember this. So probably it was the same place where they were together. They took apart houses, killed poor priests, and I mean, those are not good people. Those are not good. I mean, they killed a priest just out of fun. They like to drink. They like to fight. They're like crazy people, not nice people. Far from being nice. And though I mean, he threw the spear right into a heart of a man. He just literally killed one of the badasses. That was cool, no joke. Then we switch back to an Iceland, and guys are not confessing, but yeah, showcasing love to Ylva, and we saw her backstory. Um, like, oh, I'll be back. I'm gonna give you this. I'm gonna give you that. The mom appears and like, have your obento, and he's like, ma, I'm doing it. I'm doing it. But you're like, ma, stop it. And she's like, how can you, how dare you speaking to your mother? Uh, and Ilva stands like, hey, can I go sleep, please? She's not very impressed by the man. And as the father said, she likes a strong man. And these guys are just youngsters. And other guys also tried to hit on her. And this is understandable. She's a good girl. And I don't think she's a weak one as well. I think she's a strong girl. I mean, especially considering her 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 character, her temper. She's not like nice, like cute little me girl, like happy penny me miss. Yeah. So I think she's a pretty sharp girl, and she can stand her own. Another girl, by the way, said like, Ari, uh, be safe. So she loves him, but all people think about Ylva. And Old Man Leaf said that actually the plan was to Thors to go alone. I mean, he should have taken some pirates or someone, some other people who will lead him to the place where he have to arrive. So he gonna go alone. And that was the plan. While Leaf will take, his name is Leaf, right? Yeah, Leaf. Well, Leaf gonna take guys back, because that was Thor's plan. I mean, you can go with me, but you better go back, alive in one piece. And he said that to the girl, and the girl's like very happy about it. And then she realized, oh, you mean Thor's gonna fight alone? Smart girl. And yes, he's gonna fight her. And Thor's walking in, searching for his son. But I mean, bruh, that was so not. I mean, I think everyone who watched this anime had no doubts that the kid is gonna be in the boat. But I mean, Thor's is um, wasn't thinking about that, anyways. So yeah, they boarded a boat, and he sat near like gigantic. What's it called? What's the thing called? I don't remember. Oath or something. How they called it? Yeah, there was a moment. Or what kind of ore is that? Because I just don't know the name. But it's gigantic. One man given more power than all those guys combined. So yeah, they sit there, and he says like to his wife, what's her name? Helga. Tell Thorfinn, he wanted to say something nice like "I love him" or something like that, because he understands that's probably one-way ticket for him. And she's being a good and understanding wife. She realized everything. I'm actually pretty surprised that his wife took everything that happened normally. No crying, no being very very sad. She's a very understanding woman. But I thought she's gonna be more, sadder. Maybe she doesn't realize that it's not like he's going to fight. He is going to a very dangerous place, and yeah. I, I mean, probably not. They probably don't expect this stuff to happen. I'm kind of thinking about this. Oh, you have to all realize that it's a setup, but I mean, no. For them, it's just yeah, time to fight, and that's why he's sad. He's sad because he has to fight again, and he doesn't want that. And she knows that he's like so strong, so probably just gonna fight, win, and go back. But no, guys, there is a big issue with that. So the wife smiles, and they go away, and not much time needed for those, super badass warriors to understand that they can't even normally swim, not swim, but be on ships. And some people have issues with their asses, some people have issues with their arms, and some people have issues with like throwing up. And Thor's is like, I mean, I like his face is like doesn't care, is doing his thing. He looks like he's smokes some marijuana. Is like doing his thing. If someone paints his eyes red, in this frame, and I mean, it's. I'm not gonna play it since YouTube is gonna block it. But he's like, yeah, like that. It's funny. It's just the way he is. And his son appears like, are we far away or something like that, Dad? He's like, yeah. Continue doing the thing. It's like, I look at this happy face, like, yeah, we're okay, we're good. And when he realizes that his son is there, like, that's the first time when we saw his face like that. Classic old school, Japanese face of what the hell. And poor kiddo runs and pees half of his body out. And as I've said, he's just like literally just like Armin. Look at that, people. It's like probably gonna place the picture. He's like as just Armin. Yep. Umi says him. Umida. I remember Armin saying that. And Thor's took the whole situation pretty normally, but I suppose that's because he understands that the plan is to go to Norway, England. I forgot where they're going. I mean, there to Europe, um, and separate. And the guy's going back home with the son. So it's like, yeah, for him it's just another some days with the sun, and this is good. Then we see Askeladd understanding. That's probably it's not that easy. It's not that simple, Uh, why Floki decided to kill the man. He said that this guy's probably no joke. Then we see Thorfinn being slept. His ears being slept. And then then night. He speaks with the man with Ari about his daughter. Like, do you like my daughter? And he's like, yeah, I really like her. And he remembered that she was the first daughter. She was his first daughter, and this flashback. I mean, he was definitely very, very different person back then. Didn't care much about his family. But after that moment, even though he was like, he said that, yeah. After that moment, I started fearing, of death on a battlefield because I now have something to care about. I mean, he had a nice wife, but children, it's even more strong connection, a family connection. And yeah, we see how Ilva was born, how he held her like that. Oh, so that's what you call child. Indeed, very loud. So he was commander, captain, or something, and I was like, she was a wife of a captain. I was like, what? You mean she was not your wife or something? But I mean, then I realized that he was the captain of those your Vikings or something. His wife was beautiful as always, and he gave the name, even though she said like give the name, and he's like, I don't care, I'm gonna go fight, and she's like, you know, angry Japanese girl reaction, like, and he's like, oh damn, okay, 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 what's my mom's name? Call her Ilva. Yeah, you don't go against women when they're angry. This is a bad idea. No matter how strong and badass of a man you are, don't mess with women. uh, and then they see land, they see 1,000 stupid birds in the sky, flying and shitting happily. I mean, I actually fear of that. When there's a many, many birds flying, you know, I don't like being under them. This is, it's not safe, people. And they're like looking at them. Oh, nice birds. No. So yeah, very. God damn it! I don't know what's this land called. I don't care about it. But I see them up, and yeah, they have funny, interesting monsters in there, like a red dragon and green funny thing, green Godzilla looking thingy thongy. I'd like to see the whole map. And this actually feels, the presentation feels like Attack on Titan Season 3, I think. They use this miniature schemes, to showcase what the hell is happening with like cartoony little characters. And they're showing the same thing with the ship in this map. So they decided to go to this land that's between Iceland and the place they're going, England, to kind of rest and yeah, do what they want to do. But this is the best place for a trap. Like long ass, surrounded by mountains, entering zone, and people were expecting them. People were expecting them. Askeladd and his team, they were expecting these guys to appear right here. Is that necessary to go to these islands? That's why they expected that, or they have a rat. Maybe Leif, right? Maybe Leif's working with them. I hope it's not. I hope not, but he's working with. I will not be surprised, especially considering he's good friends with like previous king of England. Something like that. So yeah, I'm not gonna be surprised if he is somehow involved because it was too nice for them to fall into this trap. There's like a whole gigantic world, and they knew specifically exactly that yes, here is gonna happen here. They prepared in advance. They broke the houses. I mean, though he noticed that they broke the houses, and maybe it was nice play of his, but maybe it was actually true, and maybe he's not involved. I'm just saying that it may be. Because why? I mean, somehow they knew where our ship's gonna appear. And what do you think? Yes, of course, it's a trap. And stupid goons throw like a lot of wood and stuff, like rubble, so they can't go out of the place. Very carefully to not harm people, to not harm boats, because this is like those are goods. You don't want to destroy this all, because these guys, they seem like mercenaries who just work for money, they don't care what they're doing, evil or not evil. Basically pirates in a way, yeah. And what will you do with people if I mean, do they plan to kill all the people, or they only need to kill Thors? Uh, or like they will leave them go, or they give them to slavers or something. I don't know how bad are these people. But unfortunately, I cannot know that because the stupid episode ended on the very interesting moment. So yeah, Askeladd appears on his boat in a pretty badass scene. We hear the booming of the drum, boom, boom, the sound. And there's a pretty big ship, not one ship, but two ships, and Askeladd is like standing there looking at people. And there's some dude who ate a mushroom. I don't remember how this mushroom called in the language of England. Fl- really? Fly agaric. Fly agaric. I mean, in my language, it sounds better. It seems like fly agaric mushroom. I mean, they're not poisonous. At least those red ones. You can actually get high from those, and they're kinda medical if you take them in moderate amounts. I have a friend who eats them some from time to time. Buying them in the medical places and eats them, dried mushrooms, and they feel good. I mean, look, they feel good. They're good for him, for his body and stuff. Um, they're veterans, yeah. And so guys, like, I mean, they're scared, but they kind of were preparing to fight. Because what can you do? You either die, you either fight. But Thor said, like, no, guys, these people are veterans. If you're gonna try and fight with them, you're just gonna be killed. And as I've said in the previous episode, these guys are not fighters. I mean, they were running with sticks and playing games, but this is not the same as the real battle. Considering how strong Thor's is, his level is like somewhere there, is like unreachable. You know. And he took his gear. Thor's took his gear. He gave the little knife to his son. He took the big knife though sword, and he said to Thorfinn that use it only to protect yourself, not to specifically kill someone. And I mean, yes, this man has this mindset after all his life and murder and killing. He just wanted to escape this life. Unfortunately, it got him, got back, and he's not pleased with that. And he at least tries to prevent his son going the same direction. But I mean, man, whatever happens to you, you earned place at Valhalla. I hope you're gonna be eating meat there. I mean, I hope he's not gonna die, but people, I have almost no doubts about that. It's like Lion King stuff, kinda. So he gave the knife, and the Viking who ate the mushroom was like, "Oh, can I go and deal with them all? They're like pussies and stuff." And while he speaks, Thors arrive by literally jumping like, I don't know, 25 meters or something. I don't know what he did it, but I don't care. Uh, Askeladd have a quite good metal armor, by the way, with with muscles. That's not needed to be in the armor, but anyways. And while the Viking says about the Thor arrives and just smashes people, smashes. No knives, no killing, just boom, 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 done. And yeah, stories tell there are stories about him being probably the strongest man in the like yard. I forgot how he was called, but yeah, he's like a legendary hero, like a nickname. So yeah, he appears, smashes people left and right, and then we see what, as it would have been in Attack on Titan, to be continued screen. So yeah, it was moved to the next episode, the moment, which I'm not very looking forward to. Though I'm sure he already is not going without a fight. The man's fucking legend. And that's it. That's it. I mean, I don't know how they're gonna get out of that situation because they like literally have to force their way out of it. But uh, if I would be playing, the game with this situation when I'm trapped and someone is going, I would go on an offensive. I would try to, even though if we're gonna hit each other, I try to go away and make them trapped or something. Either escape after that, either make a counterattack, this type of situation. Because standing, you have no way to get out of it. At least try to do that. I did this strategy in Shogun Total War 2, and it worked sometimes. So yeah, there was another amazing episode with great animation and nice music and cool moments. Some backstory and the characters. It's just it's just going the way I don't really want it to go. But anyways, guys, thanks for watching. See you in the next episode. Bye bye.